Stretch a little bit.
Yes, hello. Everyone is welcome.
Bro time! Time for food! How's it going, guys? Do you have an ad right now? Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? How was your stream, man? Welcome on in, guys. Girl time if you want to share your socials or anything like that. You know what to do. You just shove it in the chat. You know how it is. I don't know if you wanted to share some of the designs you were working on earlier. Or anything like that. But if anyone here doesn't follow Grossheim Craft, please do. If you want to see some more cool making of stuff, some historical stuff, some historical inspired stuff, shove it in. You'll post them later. Gotcha. And for those of you guys coming in with that raid, welcome on in, my friends. I'm Suspicious Tumbleweed. I make stuff as well. I do cosplay stuff, fashion stuff. I guess I do a little bit of historical stuff, I suppose. Here's my website right here. I've got my past projects over here on this page. If you want to take a look at it closer yourself, there's a link down below. You could do exclamation website and my bot will link you. I also have other commissions and projects right here on this page, as well as some albums, a link to my shop, my about section, my contact section, everything you need to know. Get caught up on the kind of work I do around here. And here is Grossheim Crafts thing. Hello. Here's Grossheim Crafts right here. This is the blue pirate coat that he's been working on. It looks really sick. Absolutely. Have a great meal, have a great snack. I don't know what you're getting right now. How do you do what? How do you do what, Grossheim? Oh, it's a window capture. Screen capture. Um Display capture? Display capture, sorry. Jeez, I got there at some point. It's a display capture, and I just have it cropped so that you can't see, like, my tabs up here, and you can't see my toolbar down here. I have it cropped a little bit so you can't see all that stuff. And then I could just pull up this stuff. Junk, what the fuck, dude? What? Are you okay? Are you okay? But I have it on my stream deck. Like, I press this one if I'm on, this camera. Right here. And if I'm on this camera, it's this one to bring up the display capture. And I've got my volume control right here as well. Actually, I've got two volume controls. This one's not appeared. It'll only appear if someone does a song request. That way I can control the levels without trying to, like, move the little slider, like, 1 pixel. So I'm gonna just do it here. I've got my record button right here, but I might just start doing all my videos with my phone anyway, so I might free up that record space right here. I've got this that I can click on to bring that up. I've got a little timer as well, which is pretty cool. Right now it's set to 1 minute. Yeah. Actually, I would be able to free up these 3 buttons right here if I do actually start doing my videos with my phone only. Bam. Oh, it's called tablet weaving. How do I say your name? Is it Apocrypha? Oh my god, I said it wrong. I know I said it wrong. Oh, okay. That's okay, but it's my keyboard. You're okay. Yeah, it can. Like, I have a next page button right here. And I can switch profiles too, so like this is the profile when I'm doing GTA, and I have other pages on that as well. Another GTA one, back to the art one. And I made sure to put that switch profile button on the same spot on each one so I don't accidentally mess shit up. Whoops. Yeah, this is the 15 one, and honestly, the 15 one's fine. Apocrypha? That sounds gangster, actually, now. Oh, hell yeah. If you want the volume control thing, which is great, it's like a plugin you have to download. And it, like, you can, I have it as a slider, so it takes up 2 buttons space. Because it's like, this is the down volume, and then the slider actually moves. I don't know if you can see it actually moving into the other screen right here. It's pretty cool. Alright, get you some food, man. Thank you guys for coming with Ray. Let me know if you guys have any questions, whether it be relevant or irrelevant. It's all good with me. Well, my cat is now laying down on my wool apron dress, so now it will be full of cat hair. That's okay. He's sad he can't go outside on the porch today. But yeah, for anyone who's just coming on in here, I'm working on a couple different projects at once lately. So I'm working on Scourge from Thor Ragnarok, so it's a cosplay. But the weather has to permit for me to go outside and spray prime some stuff these days. And it has not been permitting today. So did I? Oh, that's why. Because I didn't tighten the tension back up. Oh wait, I did. I'm just a weakling. And I can't tighten it enough. Oh no. Are you guys allowed to like use X-Actos at the fabric store? Because if you are, you could avoid that by cutting on the back of it with the X-Acto. But I don't know if you guys are allowed. Because I always assume that. I was like, there's no way they don't know about the X-Acto trick at the fabric store, but I never see them doing it. It's not like it goes all the way through. Unless you're strong-arming the shit out of it, but it's like, why would you do that? You usually rip the fur, yeah, if you can actually rip it. Sometimes they don't, though. But yeah, those fabrics that rip, super satisfying. Because yeah, if you cut the like under shit that the fur is on with an X-Acto, and you don't even have to go that hard. You can just like kind of like float your arm across it like that, enough to break apart the fabric, and then you can rip it and then snip the little areas that aren't going. Like it wouldn't even touch the cutting table. If anything, like just use the don't ask, just do rule. Bring your own X-Acto to work. And anytime somebody wants to cut the faux fur, just do it. And don't go all the way through the cutting table. And just don't, that because that way you know how it is. If you ask first and they say no, even though you trust yourself not to go through the cutting table, you still would have asked and they still would have said no, and now you're screwed. But if you do it without asking and they see that you're not actually damaging their cutting table, then they might not care. In fact, you're doing less for the cleanup crew, making it easier for the cleanup crew. Like from Breaking Bad. If I worked at the fabric store, I'd be the dumbass who brings like this to work. I'd be the dumbass who brings this thing to work. Might even create a holster for myself to put it in my leg. Because you know what sucks? When you buy a freaking rectangle of fabric and it's cut all shitty and diagonally, man. But I've seen some fabric stores that have the cutting mats like this on their tables and they can use the rotary cutter, which is sick, dude. That would be iconic. Ooh, this one's pretty. Looks like a bunch of daisies. That's definitely that. Well, that looks. I say definitely. Actually, yeah. I would bet money that that's an all forwards turn pattern. Ooh, nice. Oh, even better. The X-Acto's not even a problem in that case. Then, yeah, definitely do the X-Acto. Where's the end of it? That. What do you mean? Actually, you can tell it's an all forwards turn pattern because look at the sheer amount of freaking twist that's built up over here. We are the cleanup. Yeah, that too, you know. But what do you mean? Where's the end of it, Jessica? Oh, you want to know what kind of loom they're using? Okay, yeah, they're using it's oh shit, how am I going to describe this? So, you know how mine's a continuous loop, but in their case it's a long piece of wood, and at the end there's a two pieces of wood that float independently from one another that tighten down and sandwich the end of the band. So for them, their tension, it'll be tied around here, let's say, and then they'll have it clamped down, and they'll have another clamp over there. So anytime they need to loosen the tension, they unclamp it with like some wing nuts. It lifts, and then they can pull the band out or pull it tighter and like that. So the end of their weave is just kind of free floating over there, type thing. Mine's actually a giant loop. Theirs is not. Yeah, the top area of theirs is just a bunch of really, really crazy twisted threads like this. Because it looks to me like their pattern is just all the cards turn forwards each time, so everything just twists up like crazy. Yeah. But it looks cool the other end of it. Definitely does. Okay, which pick was this? Because it's the 5. Alright, it's 6 now. Oh. Yeah, I do. I have swivels so that the border cards don't twist up. However, I decided I didn't feel like pushing the twist all the way through my stuff this time around. So, oh, my print is done. So instead, because these are twisting up a lot, I'm actually turning them like this, and they're now the opposite angled threading, and it doesn't matter because they're the border cards, and they're not in charge of any pattern making. So if I do that, now they're going to start untwisting as I go. Hey Shaw, how's it going? Isn't it really pretty? Yeah, this is the Oseberg Norway one from the 830s or something. But yeah, there's a couple of ways to avoid the whole twist thing. Like the fishing swivels is one thing, but like since this is such a freaking long weave, like I have this loom maxed the hell out right now. Like I don't think there's a way I could wrap my thread around this in a way that would give me a longer weave. I'm gonna end up with like 94 inches of weave when I'm done. Uh, and so I didn't feel like bringing it all the way to the fishing swivels. But in this case, this particular pattern is twist neutral, so except for the border cards, all the cards that are in the middle that are in charge of the pattern, they turn forwards as many times as they turn backwards. So any twist that builds up gets unbuilt as it goes because it's a twist neutral pattern. Yeah, except for the border cards. But I just flipped these to like I flipped this one from Z threaded to S, this one from S to Z on the sides. Shaw, you said your wife was working on some tablet weaving? Actually, I believe the one that you're I don't know if it's your wife, girlfriend is working on, I think is also twist neutral. Yeah, so you can tell her too that when a pattern isn't twist neutral, you could put fishing swivels on the end. Hold on. My fishing swivels are landed over here. It's around the beam, so it's a little crazy looking right now. But I put these fishing swivels on, so like these can turn independently from one another and untwist the pattern. Right now, since this pattern is twist neutral except for the border cars, I only have swivels on the border cars. Super helpful if she doesn't want to have to deal with a bunch of twist buildup and that kind of annoyingness. Um, but if she's working with a pattern like this, it's as simple as like, yeah, you just look at the per row. If there's as many backwards turns as forwards turns, you don't have to worry about it. And sometimes you'll have like a pattern that has like randomly 3 of them are not twist neutral. You just like, what I tend to do is I just write like, I put like a little star or something, or I circle the number on the pattern, and that just tells me, okay, swivel card 8, card 12, and 17, or something like that. They weren't the right size? Oh, really? Were they like super mega tiny? What size are mine? I'm curious. See. There. Oh, it says there's no size indication on it. Anyways, I'll just put them in my hand. Oh, wrong camera. Wrong camera. This is the size of mine. If they're laying flat, they're like an inch. They're about an inch long laying flat. Yeah, really tiny. I would be afraid to trust that for sure. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I remember when I was buying mine, I kept on like really looking at the size of them and hoping. It's pretty. Is that so pretty? Junk, do you like it? Do you like it? Yeah, you approve? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it is. It is. I was really worried about the tech. My cat's not helping. I was really worried about the texture, but you know what? It looks really nice. Yeah, these are my tortoise brooches, but because I have some metal ones and they're beautiful. I've spent a lot of money on them, but they're just all the ones that you can buy nowadays are super. They're flimsy. Like the brooch itself is nice. But then the pin inside of it is like, yeah, I wouldn't trust the straps of my apron dress on that whatsoever. And when I went to Lanso Meadows and Norstead in Newfoundland, one of the girls had like these beautiful like big ones, like the size I want. Like kind of this size, even a little bigger hers. I wonder if I want to make it bigger. I might want to make it a little bigger. Um Yeah, she had some like beautiful ones, and I was like, "Where did you get them?" And she was like, "I don't know. They gave them to me as part of my like uniform here. You can ask the lady at the counter." So on my way out, I was like, "Where did you guys get the tortoise brooches?" And she was like, "Oh, those are long gone. Like we ordered those back in the 90s." And I was like, "Oh, oh, that's why they're built different." Because the girl even took them off to show me the inside, and they looked so sturdy, dude. They looked so sturdy. I was like, I want that to make stuff like that. Oh yeah. It's so messy though. It's so messy. Like I do it every once in a while. Like I actually have a mold of like a Thor's hammer, but like one that looks historical, not like the super fancy ones. As much as the super fancy ones that we have modern day are pretty epic. I wanted one that looked closer to like the historical finds. I'm just gonna make my brooch a little bit
Oh,
bigger,
hey,
I
a new
think.
friend.
What do you think? A little bigger, huh? Wouldn't hurt. Thunderpup, thank you so much for the follow. I think a little bigger would be nice. But I do like the color of this. I wish it was slightly more on the gold side, but whatever. It is life, it is life. Prepare. No, you haven't? I gave it to my dad, so he doesn't have the original. But I have the mold. Hold on, I'll show you the mold. So they were pretty simple. They were like little flat shapes. And they had stamps to decorate them, and the stamps were either like little circles or triangles. Um, I have so many freaking molds, dude. Well, actually, probably not so many molds compared to somebody who does a lot of this, but here. It's the negative of it, but they looked like this if it will focus. This is what the OG ones kind of looked like, with these little like circle stamps, or sometimes, like I said, they were triangle stamps, little lines. Yeah. So like that's how they were detailing their stuff. They didn't have like the crazy detailed ones like we have. Yeah, they're pretty. Speaking of mold making, I have to order more resin. Sorry, sorry. I'm just gonna switch the camera because I keep hooking that other thing. I need to do my print. Okay, hold on. I want it bigger. I like. I don't know. What size is this? This is inches. It's like almost 2.5. 2.5 inches is 63 point something millimeters. Hmm. Let's do 65. Did it do it? I said 65. Some scrap Damascus. Oh, do you do foraging stuff? Cause that's cool. That would be a good idea. Did it actually resize? Yes. Okay. Um, can I like double this? I'm sorry, guys. I don't really do this that often. Oh, but it's gonna give me. Okay, this one. I want it also to be 60. Um, Blacksmithing and leatherworking. That's cool. Delamination? What's that mean? I want to make sure they're both flat on the thing. How do I know if they are? I didn't 3D model these, by the way, guys. I don't know how to 3D model. I bought them. I bought them off someone who does. Okay. And then wait. What's this? Wow. That looks sick. I love giant hunks of rusted metal things. I love that. I love it. Let's bring back music videos like this. Let's just go outside and just kind of record some shit and then we'll shove it all together.